Sharing the taste of what the rich live in. Wow. Sheesh. In this room, would you like some tea?
Queens was not our hood. We were thousands of miles from home, and the best thing to do to make the most of where you're at is to trust the locals. Thank God for family in New York. We had done our research and had quite a list of tourist attractions and must-see places. But this beauty was just not in our radar. This was a spot-on recommendation by our cousins from Queens. Old Westbury Gardens features the Westbury House that was completed in 1906 and was the home of John Phipps and his family until the 1950s. The house is a fine example of English design and architecture and features lavish gardens, beautiful landscape grounds, ponds, and lakes. Walking into it is like walking into the past, as it had been exquisitely preserved to give us a glimpse of times past.
What are you talking about there?
I'm talking about the flower. It was introduced in 1899.
Oh,
1899?
Elegant, historic, expansive, dreamy. These are the words that come to mind when in these grounds. Feels just like a long scene straight out of the movies. So when in Queens or visiting NYC, have a local take you to beautiful Old Westbury Gardens. And if you like history and adding some class to your IG feed, you can thank me later.
Hi. What can you say?
so beautiful.
So nice. So this is like the garden of Westbury. Wow. Look at that.
Alright, and that right there is the shot. Look at that view. Wow. Gorgeous. Look at that lawn. Wow. Wow. My God. So beautiful here. Westbury, when you're in Queens, is a must. This is a must. And you can see Madame of the mansion. Wow. Time to go home there. Serve 3 big plates. Damn. Serve us like that. Thank you. Ooh, Peter Luger. Hey, happy siya.
Yes.
Peter Luger. Look at the blood. There you go. That's what you want. Key lime. So this is key lime. That's what Peter Luger is also known for. And we got some chocolate coins. Whatever those are. Chocolate cake. Chocolate ice cream for Ate. After full of steak. Good morning, Madam. We're off to Dumbo today, and
Grand Central, and hopefully we get to eat breakfast at Clinton Street Baking Company so we can have good pancakes. We're waiting for an Uber to get to the station, and then we're off to downtown. And also the Brooklyn Bridge. Yeah, we're gonna go to the Brooklyn Bridge. Are you ready for some walking?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm wearing shoes, rubber shoes.
Oh.
The first stop this morning after 1 hour train ride is this cute cafe in Brooklyn called Devocion. I've seen a couple of vlogs about this, and they say Devocion is one of the best coffee shops in New York. So of course, there's my two travel buddies who are coffee connoisseurs, not addicts, connoisseurs. And right away after the subway, they were craving for coffee, so we're here. Ta-da! Look at the streets in Dumbo, so pretty. On the other side of that, we get to see the bridge. Yeah, that's a prelude of what's on the other street here in Dumbo, down under Manhattan Bridge overpass. Welcome to Brooklyn. Welcome to Brooklyn, everybody. Whee! So we're here right now, Dumbo, the IG spot. So how long did we spend here?
Oh, I think we spent an hour here in Washington Street, but I think it's worth it for all the shots. And I think just here we did like 3,000 steps back and forth.
Back and forth, why? Back and
I can
forth.
still hear Layla saying, "Mom, car!"
Are you proud of your parents?
Yeah. And Tito Jerome.
Thank you, Tito Jerome.
But I think we have good shots. You'll see it in the vlog.
I hope so.
But you need to really sacrifice for the sake of good memories. And
Yeah.
memories. It's not bad. It's free to be here.
Train. Alright, let's go. That's the Manhattan Bridge. So when you're here, there's a lot of tourists. So, take your time and take your turn. There's a lot of photographers and hi. So you gotta take your turn. 'Cause everybody wants that shot. It's nice, super nice.
So after our photo shoot by Dumbo, so we can get that good frame from Washington Street of the Manhattan Bridge, we were walking towards the Brooklyn Bridge and we chanced upon this Timeout Market because it's so gorgeous and we were looking for restrooms. And this Timeout Market apparently have many stores and it's multi-level. And so when we went up to sort of like a roof deck, we chanced upon that view. There's Layla. This view of the Manhattan Bridge right there. And then on the other side, you can see Brooklyn, which we'll go later too. It's just amazing to stay in here and see the skyline of New York, which is so beautiful. A little bit overcast today though, but it's okay. Probably we wait a little bit more, an hour. The sun will come up and the sky will be bluer, so it's better for photos, but there are probably going to be more people. So it's so nice to be in here. So wonderful. just thankful for another day to experience His blessings and goodness. Awesome God.
So from Dumbo, we went to this place called Timeout Market, New York. Look at this view. That's beautiful. Don't forget, just a few steps from Dumbo, you will find Timeout Market, New York, and just go to the roof deck, 5th floor, and you get amazing unobstructed views of the skyline and the bridges. Worth it. Gotta go here, it's free. Alright, Mom, so after our short IG stop upstairs, we go down to the ground floor here in where? What's this?
Timeout Market.
Timeout Market, and
We found this in our bucket list, the Clinton Street Baking Company. It's quite known here for their brunch. So I decided to order waffle and pancakes.
yay!
We ordered their famous waffles.
Look at that.
We ordered their famous waffles for, this is $15. You can choose a flavor from banana walnut, I think it's wild honey, and then the chocolate chunk. Of course, I ordered the chocolate chunk. And then the waffle is $17. And then you can throw in their sides like cheddar cheese, scrambled egg for $8. So that's the price range here at Clinton Street. But everything looks good. They're known for their brunch. Let's try it.
What did you get?
The egg sandwich.
Egg sandwich.
Maybe it's
It's biscuit.
Is it good?
The cigar is so good.
Samba score! Finally! Grand Central's terminal. That's where Hulk was battling the big ugly thing from space. And that bridge, they made a final stand in New York. Yeah. Entrance to Grand Central Terminal. To all those who with head and heart and hand toil in the construction of this monument to the public service, this is inscribed. Look at that, so grand. Main concourse. Look at that huge American flag. Look at those chandeliers. Wow, look at that. Oh my God.
Finally, we arrived here at Grand Central. Such a beautiful station. So photogenic. There's a lot of people taking photos already. A lot of people too going places. I'm not sure if it's correct, but I think there's about 10,000 or more people that is in transit every day. Maybe more. I could be mistaken. So there they are taking photos. But you can see the beauty of this thing. It's so grand, so elegant. It's just so pretty.
Hey everybody, right now we're here in Grand Central Terminal in New York City, and
As you all know, this is the world's largest train terminal. This terminal basically covers 67 tracks, 43 of which are still in use, and the other 2 dozen are used for storage. So that alone basically would cover like around 48 acres. We don't see it right now because we're in this one big terminal, but Grand Central Terminal covers 48 acres in New York City. So
That's huge.
that's
All I can see is that Spider-Man shot a movie in here.
yeah, and we're really relieved that Grand Central Terminal is now repaired. It looks really grand. What can you say about it?
Yeah, it's very photogenic, it's very elegant, it's really grand. That's the term.
So when you're in New York City, make sure to hit up this place. And before you go in, gotta make sure that you pass by Park Avenue, the intersection of Park Avenue outside, Park Avenue and I think 40th East, if I'm not mistaken, to get a better view from the outside of where the Avengers fought the aliens. And I think that was the first installment of the movie. So that's another, I guess, hit list for you guys when you're in New York City.
Yeah, and the best part is that it's free. Right? You don't have to pay anything to be in here. Take good shots, keep memories. It's free.
So I hope that you guys were able to enjoy the short stop with us in New York City. Welcome to Grand Central. Alright, another food stop. Delmonico. Yeah. Eat like the locals. So we got from the hot and cold buffet. It's $14 per pound. You have to weigh it. So far, how's your food? Good? Sarap, no? It's very tasty. So we're here right now in Delmonico. Just a few steps away from Grand Central Terminal. Of course, that's my dish, all meat. And she got salad. Jerome got ramen. So, verdict for this place is excellent. You can get to ask even the servers and they'll just tell you what to do. Very friendly, very helpful. And the food is really awesome. By the way, come here at 3:30 so that you can get 50 off the hot and cold buffet, which costs $14, which will then be just $7. It's really good food. Delmonico.
Ten days went by so fast in New York. And what better way to cap it off than to have a slow, full day with family over some delicious New York bagels by the East River with the entire Manhattan skyline in plain view. Greatly thankful for family who not only gave us some local experiences away from the tourists, but who also welcomed us to this eclectic and electric beautiful city with love.
Bagels, New York, by the city overlook. There you go. Beautiful. Beautiful day. So right here we are at South Hunters Park, and our cousins, my cousin, just brought us here to this beautiful view, this beautiful park with a view. And this is the view. That's the East River right there with all the beautiful buildings of New York. The skyline, it's so wonderful. And you see this park right there. It's a very nice residential. So it's such a good experience just to be here, just to see that New York is not all buildings. We have communities and areas and large areas where your kids can play and grow up. You can do your daily running routine in here and all that stuff. It's really nice. So it's just really nice being here. Plus we had coffee and bagels with cream cheese and salmon with cream cheese on this very bench, that very table.
Boys, do you want to share? Or you want your own?
Birthday in New York. Wow. Happy birthday, ma'am.
Happy birthday. remnants of industrial age still preserved here in Long Island City. So we're here right now in a place called Hunters Point Park, and our gracious hosts brought us here today. What a surprise. And just being on this side of New York in Queens, and specifically here in Hunters Point Park, being able to take in culture and a lot of the local scenes just really changed the perspective that we have about New York City. You know, it's not all Manhattan, it's not all Midtown, and I think the views here are unbeatable. It's unobstructed views. Make sure to get a wide angle lens so that you can have a beautiful view of the skyline of New York, all the way from One World all the way to, man, just spans all the way to, I think, the Ed Koch Bridge. One thing I noticed though is that when you're here, they intentionally preserve a lot of what their history is all about, and I think that's something that we all have to, you know, be conscious of, you know, especially in the Philippines, you know, from where I'm from, because it gives so much depth and character to experiencing the city, especially for tourists like me. You know, like just simply preserving the road, preserving some historical landmarks that gives people an idea of what the city was built on, what it was founded on. You know, it gives a different view and it gives a different experience to somebody who's in the city for the first time, and it imparts culture, it imparts character, it imparts so much to somebody who's simply in the city just for some sights, so on and so forth. So right behind me is this I think this is a loading dock right there. I've seen this in a couple of movies. Behind it, on the other side, is the Long Island City sign. So they used to unload a lot of cargo here and just simply put them on the trains, and then they go out into the mainland or wherever it should go. That's part of what made Long Island City Long Island City. So this, once again, Hunters Point Park, I think it's a must when you're here. Gotta go here, guys. It's really beautiful.
Thank you for being with us on our New York adventures. This city has certainly so much to offer, and there was so much we wanted to visit. However, we do hope that we were able to give you a glimpse of what New York truly has to offer. It is a one-of-a-kind city that must be visited, even with all its eccentricities, culture, history, and charm. Till then, we hope to see you on our next adventure as we eat our hearts out to our heart's content in Singapore and Malaysia. If you haven't yet, like and subscribe so we can see you again on our next adventures. God bless you all.